Hi, it's Jo, and I'm just going to go a few little Pilates exercises using the band. So on this section here, we're going to have the band tied around your knees. So you can either have a ring of an elastic band or you can tie it yourself around by your knees to provide a little bit of extra work. Make sure you've got a nice space that you can reach and stretch out and move your arms and legs. And we're going to start by lying ourselves down flat onto the floor. Okay, so let's get ourselves started. Chin tucked in, ribs tucked in, and bring yourself into a nice neutral position to start. Have your hands so your palms are facing upwards, and have your feet so they are hip width apart. And the knees should be in line with the hips with a little gentle pull on the band at this point. Now you're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to flatten down through the back, squeeze your bottom, and slowly bring yourself up into a bridging position. Okay, I want you to hold that position nice and strong. Keep that resistance on the band. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, keeping the resistance on the band, slowly lower yourselves all the way down to the floor and recover. So breathing out, curling up, rolling all the way up to the top, holding it there, and slowly lowering all the way down. Now, if that is enough, you can stick with just going up and keeping the band stretched between your knees on the way up. If you can, come up to the top and hold it here. And then from here, what I want you to do is to keep your bottom lifted and just push out against the band and gently release back in for 4. Push out and in. You should really feel this working out through the buttocks. Don't let your bottom drop. 3 and 4. Keep the resistance on the band and take a breath in, and as you breathe out, lower yourselves all the way down to the floor and recover. Breathing out, take yourselves up, rolling through the back, peeling it up into shoulder bridge position, holding it strong. So we push out and we release. For 2, for 3, and for 4. Keep the resistance on as you do that gentle breath out and roll all the way back down to where you started. And again, rolling up, coming all the way up to the top here, holding it strong and reaching and releasing. Stretching against the band and releasing. 2 more. Now, when you take your breath in, on that breath out, remember you're imprinting yourself down through the spine, all the way down to the bottom. Last one. Bring yourself all the way up to the top. Now this time you can take your arms up and overhead if you want to. And as you hold them there, then do your squeezes out and release. Squeeze and release. Pushing out against that band. 3 and 4. Come back to the center. Take a breath in. Keep the arms overhead as you return all the way back down. And then bring the arms all the way down by your side. Now, we're going to turn ourselves over onto our sides, using either a large pillow or you can use your underneath hand to rest underneath your head. Have your knees and your feet together, but your feet in line with the hips, and make sure you've pulled in through your spinal muscles, your abdominals, so that you're not sort of drop down into the mat. You've got some control here. Have your top hand resting on the top of the pelvis if you can. So make sure you're pulled in nice and strong, and you take a breath in, and as you breathe out, I want you to lift that top knee up as high as you can without any rotation occurring through your back, and gently bring it back down. So breathing out to lift up and slowly lowering back. 3. Now again, if this is enough, you can stick with just doing a resisted clam. However, if you can, keep keep that leg up in the air now. Keep strong through the centre. I want you now to lift the foot up so it's in line with the knee. And then straighten this leg all the way out. Now in this position here, holding it nice and strong, lift the arm up overhead. And then we're going to lift the leg up. And as we drop it down, bring the arm overhead. So we lift and we tap to the floor with the leg and the arm. We lift and you tap down and you lift and you tap down. 2 more and down. Last one, lift and tap down. Now bring yourself up into that nice big star position here and we hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now bring that leg back down so it's level with the hip. Bend the knee, bring the feet back together and drop the knee all the way down. Let's repeat on the other side. So turn yourselves around. Arm underneath your head or your large pillow or a rolled up towel. Tummy muscles pulled in, feet in line with the hip, hand onto your hip or pelvis. Now take that breath in. As you breathe out, lift that top knee up as high as you can and lower it back down for 2, for 3, and for 4. So if you want to now, take that knee up, hold it there. Lift the foot up to come in line with the knee and then straighten that leg out. So you should be in a beautiful straight line down through the body. And from here, you're going to bring your arm up overhead. So as you lift that leg up, as we lower down, we take the foot to the floor and the hand to the floor. So we lift and we lower. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Up and down. And then hold that star position nice and strong. So keep strong through the core for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then slowly let the arm come back down. Lower the leg back in line with the hip. Bend the knee. Bring the feet together. And then bring both legs together. Bring the hands down in front of you. And then we're just going to roll and turn ourselves over onto our tummies and up onto all fours. So keeping the band where it is, okay, have your hands so they're just underneath your shoulders. Have a little step forwards and out with the hands, so your index finger faces forwards, shoulders pulled back and knees underneath your hips. Head looks down between your hands and just gently arch and hollow your back to get into a nice neutral position, pulling in with your tummy muscles. From this position here, you're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, slide the right leg behind you, lift it up off the floor and tap it down. So lift and lower, lift and lower, lift. Now if you feel you can, extend the left arm and you can lift and lower on the opposite side. Nice and slowly controlling through the centre. 2 to go. Place that hand, bring it back in. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, extend the left foot out behind. So lifting it up and lowering it down. Remember, nothing else moves. The back stays still as you lift up with the leg. If you can get the leg to be level with the hip, That's fabulous, but it is about the control through the spine. Now remember, if you want to, you can use the opposite hand to lift and lower, and lower, lift and lower. 3 to go. 2 and 1. Come back down, bring the hands in. From here, just let yourself sit back, drop your chest down, reach your hands forward and just stretch out. Take a couple of breaths, and that's a nice short workout for your abdominals and your glutes using the band.